Hello and welcome to William L. Cunis Field in Ashland, Massachusetts on Friday, October 7th for SportView's award-winning production of Holliston Panther Football 2022. It's found only on HCAT TV. Tonight the Panthers face the Ashland Clockers for the 63rd time in this long-time rivalry. My name is Tom Emmons, and alongside is my co-host, the legend, Jay Wyman. Jay, last week the Panthers dominated Braintree. What do you expect to see from Holliston against the defending TVL champs Ashland tonight?
Well, I think you're going to see a good game. I mean, you've got two teams here that are, first of all, very, very well coached. I really like the way he coaches over there, Coach McKay. They have a little more size. We have, I think, from what I've seen in the films, quite a bit more speed. So it's going to be one of those games where whoever wins this game, is going to be in good shape for the TVL title. Now, when we interviewed the kids back in the beginning of the season, they told us there were two things they wanted to do: win the TVL title, and they all said, when we said, "Who do you want to beat?" they all said Ashland. So this is the game. They remember what happened last year on the double overtime loss. Holliston wants to make up for that this year.
Panther captains are out for the coin toss. Number 13, TJ Kiley. Number 9, Joey Gentile. Number 56, Grant Harper. Number 54, Pierce Alachi. And number 11, Brady Sweeney. Panthers come into this game with a record of 3-1, averaging 31 points a game. They are ranked number 6 in MIAA Division 4. Their head coach is Todd Kiley in his 20th season with the Panthers. He's got 160 wins against 53 losses. The Ashland Clockers are 3-1, averaging 21 points a game, and in Division 4, the MIAA ranks them number 14. Their head coach is Andrew McKay in his 12th season with the Clockers. His record, 74-44. Todd Kiley is 11-2 against the Clockers. Andrew McKay has won 2 out of the last 3. This is a big rivalry on a great night. We'll be back with the opening kickoff in just a moment. And now HCAT's own onboard stats computer, Carlos Canto, with Carlos's pregame lowdown.
Thank you very much, Tom. As you mentioned, these two teams played to a very hard-fought game last year, almost to the day. Ashland coming away with a very hard-fought 20-14 win in overtime. A player to keep an eye on for tonight's game may be Cooper Olson. Last year, he had 6 carries for 77 yards and a touchdown. He also had 8 tackles on defense, more than any other player for the Panthers. So definitely a player to keep an eye on tonight. The weather for this game is absolutely gorgeous. It's just about 67 degrees, partly cloudy, not any wind to speak of, just a perfect night for football.
Last year was a double overtime loss. Still stinging with the Panthers. They're going to kick the ball to the Clockers, and we are ready to go.
Oh, this is a nice kick.
Kick went by Kawal Lima, number 14, went sailing into the end zone.
Well, Ashland's going to come out. They're going to do basically the same thing Holliston does. They run the spread offense. They run their version of the war offense, so you'll see them doing both of them. Dwinell's the quarterback, pretty good runner, and like you said, Tom, they have a lot of good running backs. Amaral is a very, very tough runner, so you might see a lot of him tonight.
Clockers like to run the ball. They average 265 yards a game on the ground for this season. And Holliston has only given up 43 yards per game. Here's the first opening handoff. A giant pile moves the Ashland Clockers and the Panthers backwards. And it looks like the Clockers are close to a first down.
Yeah, they got a lot of size on that line, and you're going to see them tonight do a lot of running. And as you said, they keep the ball on the ground. What Holliston's got to do with their speed is they got to get inside. They got to beat the block, make the tackle down low, and hold them to very few yards.
Second down and 1 for the Clockers. Pitch to number 8. That's running back Jason Crispin, the junior. He's got enough for the first down.
Crispin, when I saw Crispin play, he's got some speed. He's got some pretty good hands. They have a few players who can run pretty well.
Their leading rusher is Dwinells, the quarterback, number 16. He's got 203 yards passing and 2 touchdowns, but he's rushed the ball 51 times for 336 yards and 4 touchdowns.
And also number 7, Fleming. He's another one, Liam Fleming, who can run the ball very well.
1st and 10 for the Clockers. Dwinell hands it off again. And Crispin blasts up the middle for another good gain. 7 yards, 2nd down and 3.
Clock running, 10:20 left to go.
Coach McKay subbing in his running backs. Now in the backfield, he's got number 8. Crispin. Fake to him. Dwinell goes to throw. Incomplete. Intended for number 3, Joe Judge.
Stop and go! Well, you can count on them right here. My guess would be I'd play for the run right here, Tom. They've done very well with running the ball, and they kind of get away from that. And Dwinell's kind of bounced that ball a little bit in front of the receiver.
It was a timing play.
But you got to be careful, you know, what they're trying to do. They'll keep running and running, and they'll draw those safeties in, and they'll draw those linebackers in, and then they'll try and pop one in a long pass.
Important 3rd down for the Clockers. Dwinell's to throw. He's under the rush. Throws to the Clockers sideline, and it's incomplete. So 4th down decision time.
Yeah, I think he punched here. I don't think there's any decision there. You have to punt. And that's that speed. You know, I told you the difference is going to be the speed. The power, they have a little bit of advantage on that line with some power, some good size, and you saw that in those first couple of scrums where they really moved the ball quite a bit in the scrum section of the drive. But Holliston can really come get them, and if Holliston can stop blitzing off the ends, it's going to be a long night for Ashland.
Number 6, Andrew Dennison, and number 14, Lima, back to receive the punt for Holliston. Dwinell's punt. Fair catch is called for and taken by Lima at the 30-yard line. And that's where the Holliston Panthers will start 1st and 10 with 9:38 to go in the 1st quarter.
You know, it's interesting. One of the things I always think about, we talk about this in so many of these games, is that when you get on a roll, you know, and you got 1st down here and 1st down there, and you're moving right along and the running, and then you go and throw the ball. It's like, I guess you got to kind of loosen up the defense. I certainly understand that, but in my world, it would be you got to stop me before I change up.
Panther offense has averaged 335 yards a game, more balanced, 194 passing, and 141 rushing. TJ Kiley, number 13, the quarterback. He's quickly throwing out into the flat to Andrew Dennison. And Dennison looks like he's close to a 1st down.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do tonight. They're going to get to the outside and use their speed, you know, and they're not going to be afraid to run against those big defensive tackles either, because Holliston's offensive line, when they get going, we talked about this in the last game, you know, when Holliston's offensive line gets pushing, there's really no way to stop this team.
So 2nd down and 1 for Holliston. Kiley with Devin Harding, number 3, behind him. Goes to Harding. Harding gets the left side corner, 1st down. Clamps down on the ball as he crosses midfield.
Well, Devin Harding, he's so good. You know, he's closing in. He'll have 1,000 yards maybe on his next carry. He's really closing in on that, and he does a nice job. And you know, you see him turn that corner, then come around. He protects the ball, and then he hits the tackle. He doesn't wait for the tackler to hit him.
Devin's rushed for 299 yards and 4 touchdowns this season. 1st and 10 for Holliston as they move into Clocker territory. TJ rolls right. Looking downfield, he's going to tuck the ball and take it. Picks up 2 or 3.
That's one thing TJ said he's been working on over the summer, is, you know, working on his speed, you know, picking his right spots. He's type of kid, he's a smart quarterback, so he doesn't just go to run all the time, designed runs, but if he needs to, he can take it and he can make some yardage, and you know, he does a really nice job of that. In a couple of those games, he's done some real damage with his legs.
2nd and 10 for the Panthers. Kiley to Harding. Harding tripped up at the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. 3rd down and 9. They gave him a yard on the carry.
Yeah, well, like I said, they're not going to be afraid to attack the interior of the line. This is 4-down territory for Holliston, so what you'll probably see here is you can see either a pass or you can see some kind of a reverse, something to get the ball to the outside.
Dennison swings around to the left of the formation. Kiley drops the pass. Finds Harding. Incomplete. That brings up 4th down and 9.
I would think probably go for it here. We'll see. No, gonna punt. I think if he had picked up those 3 or 4 yards, they definitely would have gone for it.
Kiley's also the punter. Nobody dropped back deep for Ashland.
Well, because Kiley's the punter, they got to respect the pass of his.
It's going to be a foot race.
Oh, just
Collier
missed it.
almost makes it. But with the touchback, Ashland will start at the 20-yard line with 7:06 to go in the first quarter. No score. Seems like the teams are feeling each other out a little bit.
A little bit. I think both coaches kind of showed what they're going to do tonight. Ashland coming out, running the ball. I think that's their strength. You know, you've talked about that. It's just, that's their strength this year, and they're going to stick with it with that big offensive line. And Holliston's going to use their speed and try and get either in the passing game or get to the outside. And like I said, they won't be afraid to go up the middle, but they'll do that. Holliston wants to get Ashland in 2nd and 3rd and long so they can use their speed to come in and get Dwinell's.
Hand off to Crispin. Another scrum pile. These teams really getting to the ball quickly, both sides. Throwing that extra support in there. Crispin's got about 7 on the carry, brings up 2nd down and 3.
Well, they're just getting behind that left side of their offensive line with some of the big boys over there, and they're just letting them push. So what Holliston has to do is beat those guys off the ball. And Holliston has the speed in the defensive front 7, especially the defensive line, to sneak in there and do that. So.
Again to Crispin.
Oh,
this time a big hit.
Yeah.
Number 51, David Villa, and number 54, Pierce Olachi on the hit.
Well, that's what I mean, Tom. You know, you can be big, but if you got that speed, you can beat that lineman to their block, get inside the line, and be able to get them for a 3rd and long.
It's going to be 3rd and 5.
And this is where, you know, this is kind of chess match here between Coach Athey and Coach McKay, because Coach Athey's defense, you know, he wants to get them aggressive. He wants to get them coming across that line of scrimmage quickly. We'll see if Coach McKay runs the ball or if he tries to put it up in the air.
Fake to Crispin. Dwinell's under pressure. Unloads it to Fleming. Complete out to the 38-yard line, but Nick Larch was just an eyelash from from tackling.
Yeah, Nick did not get blocked, and he was able to just sprint right in there. So Dwinell's did a good job getting the ball off, getting to his receiver, and they give him a first down.
Dwinell's coming into this game 18 of 39 for 203 yards and 2 touchdowns passing. Haven't seen him run the ball tonight. He's the leading rusher for the Clockers.
Here's a quick fact for you. Up until tonight, he's got the only touchdown against Dover Sherburne this year.
Dwinell's fakes, goes to pass, complete to Fleming. He's over midfield and all the way to the Panther 48-yard line. Another first down for the Clockers.
And that's what that running game will do. It will open up the passing game by bringing those safeties in. They're gonna look and they're gonna see when the corners and receivers pull up, Ashland's going to throw the ball, and you really don't have to throw it too far. You just have to throw it into the open area to get some good yardage.
Yeah, that was number 11, Jake Kibdini. That was his...
Caveney.
Caveney.
Like the
Jake Kevney.
Like caveman, Caveney.
4:20
left to go, and the first.
Crispin on the handoff, and he is hit. Number 44, C.J. Pacheco.
Oh, now there's a flag, and here we go. Well, let's see what this is.
There's going to be a personal foul.
Well, looks like he's going to walk it off against Holliston. Personal foul.
Well, that's going to help the Clocker drive after a big stop.
Hold him, Holliston! Terrible call!
Unless they didn't think that the action stopped on the whistle.
Well, you get inside those scrums.
Is there a play the whistle penalty?
You get inside those scrums, and a lot of things go on.
1st and 10, the ball at the Holliston 34. Dwinell's turns and hands off to number 8. This is Liam Fleming. Oh, Fleming's number 7. That was Crispin again. He's been the workhorse on this first and second drive by the Clockers.
I'll tell you what, they better block Nick Lodge, because Nick is just coming off that end. He's just totally unblocked, and he's going to do a lot of damage tonight if they don't get on him.
The Clockers having success between the tackles. 2nd down and 6. 3:17 and the clock's running here in the first quarter.
There's a penalty. Too much time, maybe?
Starting to rain just a little bit, guys. Few sprinkles coming down.
Yeah, it's raining.
That wasn't in the forecast.
No, it wasn't.
Beautiful full moon out there.
Illegal substitution is what we hear. That'll back up the Clockers 5. It'll be 2nd down and 12. Ball's at the 35-yard line of the Panthers. So 2nd and 12, handoff to number 7. That's Liam Fleming. I've called his name plenty of times.
He's good. He's one of the captains, I believe, and he's a good runner. I saw him in the Wayland game, and he does a nice job running the ball.
He's carried it 33 times for 156 yards and a touchdown. Seems like they spread out their running attack.
They do. They have 4 or 5. You'll see Amaral. I think Amaral is their. I think he's number 23. I think he's their toughest runner. From what I saw, he's a low, very strong runner.
Fleming is the tailback. Dwinell's backs up. Tight trips formation to the right. Dwinell's goes deep. Overthrows number 3. That's Joe Judge, incomplete. That brings up 3rd down and
4th down now.
4th down and 10. Sorry.
This should be, I would think they would punt here. Put Holliston deep in the hole. Let's see.
No, at the 35?
Well, we'll see.
Well, the clock stopped with 1:57 to go here in the first quarter. I think you got to go for it.
Oh, they're going to have to call a timeout here or make up their mind really quickly. No, maybe they are going to go for it.
Ref hasn't raised his hand for 10 seconds yet. There it goes. Dwinell's back to pass. Looks down the middle. Little pressure by the Panthers. Now he starts to scramble. And Holliston. Where's the whistle?
Well, they've been told not to let those scrums run that long. They've got to be Holliston down, ball first down.
The Panthers hold there on 4th down after just a gain of 5 yards, and they will have the ball at the 30-yard line.
I think those scrums are good. I have no problem with the scrums. I mean, but you got to at some point say, okay, his forward progress has been stopped. I mean, you can't just let him go for 2 minutes or something, you know. So you got to stop him.
Right, I agree, Jay.
1:41 left to go in the first quarter. Holliston ball, 1st and 10. And they're right at the 30.
So these teams battling it out just as we suspected.
Okay, I love it when they're on the far right hash mark, because I think this is where Holliston does a lot of their damage over here to the left side.
Kiley to pass on 1st down. Down the middle, he's got Andrew Dennison in stride at the 35-yard line. Andrew Dennison was the player of the week last week. 191 all-purpose yards, 2 interceptions, and 2 touchdowns. But that was his 8th catch of the year.
Yeah, that's just flat-out speed and good running talent to run good routes. I mean, they don't have anyone that can really keep up with Dennison, I do not believe.
He comes into this game with 1,211 career all-purpose yards and 6 touchdowns.
Great.
So big play for the Panthers. Now 1st down from the Clocker 35, and they hand it off to Harding. And he is caught behind the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Fleming. He was twisted to the ground.
This is where, you know, you get into this position on the field, this kind of game. This is sometimes Coach Kiley likes to pass. He's got Brady Sweeney out wide out here. I also like Owen McCarron in this situation too, because they're right in the middle of the field. He can go on either side.
2nd down and 13 for Holliston. Kiley to pass. Bounces to the right, drops it off to Harding. He breaks 1 tackle. He's down to the 30-yard line. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 7 for Holliston. And that's going to probably be the last play of the first quarter.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So Holliston nothing, Ashland nothing. We'll be back with 2nd quarter action in just a moment. 3rd down and 6 from the 30-yard line. A fresh 12 on the clock. Kiley. Delayed handoff to Harding. That's going to bring up 4th down and 7, call it. Loss of 1 on the play.
I think on that play, Tom, if Devin could have gotten a little bit more to the outside, he would have a lot of space to run. But coming right up against the middle of that defensive line, they're pretty good. I mean, this Ashland team's good. They're well coached, as I said early on. You know, Coach McKay, he's done a great job. He's taken them to Super Bowls and won Super Bowls, and you know.
Sweeney to the left, Dennison to the right. Gentile in the slot. Kiley goes left. Dennison's got a step. Yeah! Touchdown, Panthers! A beautiful 31-yard strike from TJ Kiley to Andrew Dennison. Puts the Panthers on the board. Well, that's what you call up for a 4th down play.
Yeah, that's what you do. And what happened there is Dennison just ran a straight go. They cannot keep up with Dennison. He's going to beat them all night long. And, you know, what will happen now is they'll bring that safety over to cover him, and that's going to open up the passing lanes to the other everything else. By the way, TJ, that was a beautiful pass. He also had a lot of time by that offensive line, gave him a lot of good blocking.
McElliott with the kick.
Blocked.
It is blocked. So with 11 minutes to go in this first half, the Panthers are up 6-0 over the Clockers.
Yeah, there should be some time off the clock, guys. They ran a couple of plays since the end of the first quarter.
So a minutes come off. Right? It's 11 minutes.
Yep.
That was TJ Kiley's 9th touchdown pass of the season and the 29th of his Panther career. He coming into this game, he was tied for 5th place with most touchdown passes in a career with Tyler Perino.
Yeah, there you go.
And now he moves into sole possession of 4th place, or sole possession of 5th place, I should say. Andrew Dennison, that was his 6th touchdown of the season.
Yeah, Todd's about 500 going into this game, a little over 500 yards behind Matt Avanitis, who was right above him in total yardage. Nice kick.
Lima's kick bounces at the 19.
Whoa! Nice tackle.
And tackled right away, number 16, Landon Beecher. No, that's not Landon. They changed numbers. Who was that? That was Colin Kerr.
Yep.
With the tackle.
Well, now you want to get aggressive again. You want to be really aggressive. You want to get them on 2nd and 3rd and long, and just turn your linebackers and your outside backs loose.
So 1st and 10 at the 22 for the Clockers.
Oh, almost fumbled.
One hands it off.
Yeah, Fleming.
Fleming for a short gain.
Fleming, oh, he kind of, the handoff there was kind of bobbled a little bit.
So 2nd down and 9 for Ashland. Fakes it to Fleming. Looks down the middle of the field. Nice play by number 6, Dennison. And close coverage of the number 10.
You know, last week, Dennison led our team in receiving, and I think he also led the other team in receiving. He had the 2 interceptions, one for the 10-yard touchdown, and then another one. I don't know if that was 50 yards or not, but total. But the leading receiver last week for Braintree only had 48 yards. So
yeah,
he almost led both teams in receiving. But he can do that, you know, when he gets out there, Tom, he's a terrific cover man because he has great recovery speed, so he can do whatever he wants and play around out there a little bit.
He's got 4 of the 6 Panther interceptions this year.
And also, he has tremendous hands, as you could tell from the last touchdown.
So 3rd down and 9. Dwinell's again to pass, and he overthrows the intended receiver, incomplete.
See, this is one of those situations where you want to, it's way too early in the game to do this, but if you can score a couple more touchdowns and put them down by 3 possessions, it takes them out of that running game because they're not going to have time to do that. And when they go into the passing game, this is what happens with Ashland. So it's really critical, if possible, to get up on them because if they get up on you with that running game, you might never see the ball again.
Lima and Dennison back to receive the punt. Dwinell's punt is high, fair catch called for by Dennison at the 50-yard line. And Holliston will start at the midfield. 9:46 to go in this first half. Panthers up 6-0.
Yeah, first half, right, so far it's been played very well. There are a couple penalties on each side, but very well played so far. this is what you expect. You know, these are could arguably be the two top teams in the TVL Large. I mean, you know, Holliston, Hopkins sitting there at 3-1, Westwood's sitting there at 3-1, and of course, can't leave Norwood out there at 2-2. So it's pretty strong so far, the TVL Large.
1st and 10 for Holliston. Kiley to pass. He's going deep. And right off the hands of Andrew Dennison. He can't believe it. Thought he had that one reeled in. He had another step on the Clocker defender.
That is there all night, but I'm telling you what they're doing. That does two things. Number one, obviously if he catches the ball, it's a touchdown. But if he doesn't catch the ball, they're going to pull. You saw already they're pulling that safety over to cover him. You watch the next pass if they go. I will be very surprised if they don't go to either Sweeney or another receiver on the other side of the field, because they're pulling that lone safety is coming over with a cornerback to watch Dennison. So let's see how this plays out.
2nd down and 10 for the Panthers. Fake to Harding, rolls left. Gets away from the Clocker rush, finds Harding as a safety valve, and he's got a Panther 1st down.
Well, that's what we were talking about a little bit earlier. TJ had worked on that escapability. You know, he'd like to. He told us he'd like to get a little more speed. He worked on getting a little more speed to get out, so that when he does get in trouble, he can scramble his way out of it. He's a very good passer. I talk about this a lot with him. He's a very good passer when he's on the run, and he can pass on the run to either side, to the left or to the right. So that quality of being able to get out there and scramble a little bit has really helped him a lot this year.
1st and 10 at the Clocker 38. Kiley goes to Harding on a quick hitter, and he's hit the outside. A couple man to beat, but he is down inside the 10-yard line. What a run!
That was a design
for Devin Harding.
That was a design play, and the blitz came. They came with a 4-man blitz, and what happens is when you come with 4 men on the blitz and you have 3 men up front, there's nobody behind them to help out. So once Devin got by those guys, great blocking, by the way, interior the Holliston offensive line, great blocking. Opened up a hole, and there was no one there but Devin Harding and some people in blue further down the field.
Number 82 wasn't out there, was he?
No.
1st down and goal from the 9.
They retired that number.
Hand off to Harding, right side, touchdown, Panthers!
They're going to go for 2 here. Get that score up to 14.
Devin Harding with the touchdown, his 5th touchdown of the year.
Great running by Harding, which he's now definitely well over 1,000 yards for his career. But Tom, tremendous blocking by that offensive line, both on the passing downs and on the running plays. They did a really, really nice job. And a lot of that also has to do with the fact that Andrew Dennison has stretched that field really, really far for the safeties.
Holliston calls a timeout for the extra point attempt. We'll be back in just a second. All right, Coach Kiley has dialed up the extra point attempt. Sweeney and Gentile to the left of the formation. McCarron tight right, and Lima is spread to the right. Harding is the lone back. Kiley fires to the corner, jump ball, and the extra point attempt is good.
No, it's no good. No, I think he's out of bounds.
And there's a flag on the play. But they're going to decline it because it's on Holliston.
Yeah. Yeah, he was out of bounds, I think, when he caught it.
Oh. Couldn't see that from this far away. I just saw Brady Sweeney jump up high.
He did go up high to get the ball.
So the 2-point attempt is no good. But the Panthers score on their 2nd drive of the 2nd quarter with 8:12 to go. Now what do they?
Oh, look at
the penalty backs the Panthers up.
Now why would they do this if
they're going to go for 2? So they accepted the penalty
when they didn't
I thought
score
the attempt was no good.
Yeah, they said no good. This is interesting.
Well, the Panthers get the ball at the 19-yard line, and they're going to try a 2-point conversion.
Unless TJ drop kicks it. I can't figure this out. I don't. Well, timeout here.
No, we got a procedure penalty. This does not make any sense, but how many times have we done football games and it doesn't seem to make any sense? If Brady Sweeney caught it in bounds, then you take the penalty.
Right.
And you do it over again.
Right.
If he caught it out of bounds, then you don't have to take
Right.
the penalty.
And they definitely waived it off. They definitely waved it off.
But they've just picked up that flag. And now we've got a zebra conference.
Oh, that can never be a good thing. In Holliston. Well, nice night here in Ashland. Spent a little extra time tonight.
Hey, how about that moon, Don? Give Steve Hedrick out a shot on the moon. Well, now we're coming back to action now. They finally have decided to play some football. All right, Kylie with Harding in the backfield. Going to be a pass to the right. Leam on the slant play is tackled about the 5-yard line, so the attempt is no good.
Tom, I'll tell you, that offensive line tonight is just playing out of their mind. I mean, TJ had all night back there to pass that ball. It was really, they're giving him a lot of time, and they're giving some nice blocks for the running game too. So that offensive line for Holliston is really, really playing well.
Well, as with most games, it's a battle of the front five, front seven.
And when like I said in the Braintree game, and I'll say it again tonight, when that Holliston offensive line can control the game, it's a very good chance Holliston's going to win, and a lot of times win big. Now it's only 12-0 here, so there's a long way to go. So, and I don't make predictions on TV, but they keep playing that way. It's going to be a pretty good night for Holliston.
Well, it's been a pretty good second quarter so far, as the Panthers have scored on both of their drives and lead 12-0. While Lima tees it up, and he pops it high, taking about the 20-yard line. Nice saving tackle there by Kevin Sahagan. Looked like Caveney.
8:04 left to go in the half.
Had a good return going there.
I don't know too many names. I'm really bad.
Caveney.
But I do know Caveney, and I do know Jimmy Palmisi.
It's right.
And his mother's right here, so if I better do it right. But 8:04 left to go in the first half here, and Holliston up 2 possessions, 12-0.
Starting at the 35 are the Clockers. Pitch to Fleming, and he is. That play just never got started the way they wanted it. So no gain on first down.
Big plus for Holliston, keeping them in second and long.
2nd and 10 for the Clockers.
You got to start putting some pressure on Dwinells.
Dwinells to pass, looks left, incomplete. Coverage by number 21, James Gibbons. So 3rd down and 10 for Ashland.
This is where Coach Athey will come. They use their speed right here, come outside. I'd like to see them press a little bit more on the receivers, but they'll come off the edge right here. And there they go.
Cornell's rolls right. Larch on his,
Oh!
it's complete to number 6. So Larch was right on him, but Patrick Dwinells released a strike.
Well, Holliston,
Number 6.
Holliston had everything they wanted on that.
Tyler Pine, and the Clockers are in Holliston territory at the 40-yard line. So Dwinell's unfazed. Handoff up the middle. That was the run by number 11.
He goes Z on the
Cavini.
tackle.
So gain of 4, 2nd and 6 for the Clockers. Dwinells to pass on 2nd down. Skips off the hands of the Clocker receiver. That'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
James Givens is right there, good coverage. If they see, the reason I like to do press those receivers a little bit more. I talked about this in the last game because in a situation like you just said right there, James can recover. He's got the speed to recover, and if he was just that a little bit step behind, he hadn't stepped back so far. He would have intercepted that ball, and he might have had a pick 6. So they use your speed. Get in there, press those guys. Use your speed. Don't let them get off the line. And when they can't get off the line and you mess up their routes, that gives the linebackers a chance to sack the quarterback.
Dwinells rolls out to pass on 3rd down, complete. Caveman, number 11.
Yeah.
I like that.
There you go. Now you can remember his name. Caveman.
That's Caveman.
Yeah.
That's good enough for me.
Yeah. Well, Brontosaurus eats cavemen, so.
1st down for the Clockers. More importantly, you saw Dwinells roll away from that pressure that
Nick Larch
was putting on.
They're not blocking Nick. They're not blocking him at all.
One of the fastest guys on the team. That's a gamble not blocking him on the play.
And you're right. And it's gonna cost you sooner or later. We have a timeout here.
Timeout Holliston with 5:41 to go in the first half. 12-0 Panthers. We'll be back in a moment. Okay, 1st and 10 for the Clockers at the Panther 25-yard line. Ashland putting together a drive right here. They drove from their own 25 to the Panther 25. It's a 50-yard drive. Dwinells to pass, throws a shoulder fake. Incomplete. Boy, number 33, Lucas Badenkoff thought he was in front of that one. He reached up, but just could knock it away.
And I think Dwinells might have got hit on that too, because Holliston was in there. They were all around him.
He showed that he can stand in the pocket
yeah,
under the pressure.
I'm impressed with some of his passes have been kind of a little bit off tonight, but you're right, he's got a lot of courage. He'll stand in there and he'll take a hit and he'll run around and he can make a completion running too.
2nd and 10. Handoff right away. Then we got a flag comes in.
Yeah, that should be coming back.
Yep. Probably a hold.
Personal foul, chop block against the Clockers.
That'll bring it back 15 yards.
So they step this off from the 25 to the 40.
And this is when you're a defensive coach like Coach Kiley, Coach Athey. I mean,
to the 38.
This is when you can really open up the defense.
So 2nd and 23 yards. Triple receivers to the left of the formation for Ashland. Dwinell's back to pass. Hits number 6 on the slant. Picks up 13 yards, and it's going to be 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, they had 3 guys covering him. It converged on him right there, and you know, again, Holliston's giving them space, and they're giving them space in the middle of the field. And Dwinell's been able to find that open receiver and do a nice job of getting the ball to him.
Clockers are 3 for 6 on 3rd down so far tonight.
3rd down and 11, actually. Dwinell's rolls right away from the pressure. Lets it go, complete, wide open, number 11. Caveman, he fumbles into the end zone.
That could be a touchback.
Touchdown, recovered by the Clockers. So Caveman on the catch. He was wide open.
Wide
on
open.
the numbers.
Yeah.
And Dwinell hit him right away.
There's a lot, for some reason, in the Holliston defense tonight, there's a lot of open space in the middle of the field.
Dwinell's also the kicker. Set up for the extra point. And he hit the upright. Wow. No good. Doink. He drilled it.
Doink. Did you see the other night when the kick in, was it the game, it was, I didn't know it was the other, it was a morning game, I think, for the NFL last week, where the ball clinked off the side, clinked off the crossbar, and went out.
Oh, God.
And they lost the game. 4:10 left to go. Both teams scoring touchdowns.
So after no score in the first quarter, as the teams seemed like they were feeling each other out, it's been 3 touchdowns here in the second quarter.
And that was a big touchdown for Ashland, because if they don't make that touchdown, whether Holliston gets another touchdown or not, Holliston gets the ball the second half. So that's a big touchdown. They really, really needed that. That was a nice job of driving the ball down the field by Dwinell.
75 touchdown drive. How many yards passing do the Clockers have?
The Clockers have 108 yards passing.
They only average 53 yards a game. They're already double their average.
Well, I'm telling you, if they keep having men open in the middle, they're going to get a lot more than that. Holliston's got to do something defensively to stop that.
Holliston has stopped the run, but now they got to stop the Ashland passing attack. Dwinell's with the kickoff. And he went for the onside kick, but it's not going to go 10 yards.
Nope. Don't touch that ball.
What are you doing?
So
we got a block in the back and a flag.
No,
the kick didn't go 10 yards, and one of the Ashland players tried to push Badenkopf into the ball.
Is that what the flag was? A flag that blocked in the back, the flag that just didn't go far enough?
Well, don't have the mic. They're not mic'd up.
Yeah, it's against them. It's
just didn't go 10 yards.
Yeah.
No, they're stepping off something. They're stepping off a penalty.
Yeah.
And they're putting it down at the 37-yard line. So the Panthers going to come with great field position at the Clocker 37 after the failed onside kick attempt. 4:10 to go in the first half. 12-6 your score. Kiley to pass on first down. Incomplete, intended for Dennison.
Again, TJ's getting the clean pocket there, so he's got some time to let these plays develop. We haven't seen Sweeney other than the extra point attempt. They keep cleaning out that side, though, and they have Owen McCarron, a tight end, over on that side. That's going to open up a space for him, too.
2nd down and 10 for the Panthers. Kiley to pass on second down, rolls right. He's going to take it. Nice downfield block by McCarron. Big shove on the end of that play.
That's all right. It shoved him into the first down. That was kind of he shoved him downfield, shoved him in the wrong direction. So thank you for the help, 3:56.
You're so positive, Joe. The ball's at the Clocker 26 at 1st and 10, Holliston. Quick hitter to Devin Harding, and he blasts up the middle. And he's close to another first down.
They found something on the left side of that offensive line that's opening up some holes. And, you know, like I said, these guys play a three-man front normally, and they'll have one linebacker always kind of blitzing. So it's really a four-man front. You just don't know who to block. But if you can figure out who to block and you can get that guy blocked, you can get by him and get some big first downs. And that's what.
That's Jack Schelling and Grant Harper on that left side.
Yeah.
Jimmy Parmisi in the center position. Pierce Alachi and Vladimir Vleski. And they go to Harding again. He bounces off and spins right.
Well, that was
whoa, big hit at the tip.
Yeah, this is coming back. This is
got a flag on the play.
Yeah, this is probably either hold or block in the back. Yeah, that
should be from the spot of the foul. Harding hit that pile and then just bounced off, reversed with a reverse spin.
A la Barry Sanders, he hit the pile and he did. That's kind of tough to do because you start spinning around there. Sometimes you lose your direction.
So they're going to put the ball down at the 24-yard line, 2nd and 7. So gain of 3 on the play. After the penalty. 3:03 on the clock here left in the first half. Kiley to throw again. He's chased out of the pocket. Lets it go, intended for Dennison, overthrew him.
Well, Ashland brought everybody right there. They brought at least 2, if not 3 of the linebackers coming in on the blitz. Got picked up pretty well, at least long enough to have TJ get to the outside a little bit and get rid of the ball.
At least wanted Kiley to think about not having a clean pocket, which he has had. So 3rd down and 7.
So what do you got, Coach, against the blitz? Because it's probably going to come again now, too.
Kiley fires to his right. Joey Gentile, number 9. All the way down to the 10-yard line and a Panther first down.
Nice job coming across and get Joey on that crossing pattern and get him to the outside there and get that big first down with 2:40 left to go in the first half of the clock running. This is one of those deals, Tom, you want to score, but you want to score with no time left. How about that?
No.
We'll take the score first.
We'll take the score first. So 1st and goal from the 9 for Holliston. This their 3rd drive of the 2nd quarter. Kiley hands it to Harding.
Oh, beautiful.
Number 3, touchdown, Panthers!
Just a beautiful, beautiful hole open up there in that offensive line. That left side is really working it tonight, Tom. They're really giving Harding a lot of open space.
So a pair of touchdowns for number 3, both from 9 yards out, put the Panthers up 18-6 with 2:08 to go.
And, you know, Devin Harding now is starting to pack in the yardage there tonight. Holliston's going to go for 2.
So Sweeney and Gentile to the left with McCarron, and then Lima's by himself on the right side of the formation.
They should call it
A
time.
little bit of confusion.
Yeah, be careful.
Kylie to the right. Number 9, Joey Gentile with the 2-point conversion.
That's really big right now because, you know, you put yourself up 14 points.
So
And you
20-6 with 2:08 to go in the first half.
And it's very important right here, Tom, to hold Ashland because you're going to get the ball to open up the second half. So you got to do a good job of not letting them get in and get any points here. Not that it's not always a good job, not to, a good time not to get any points, but.
So Devin Harding with his 14th rushing touchdown of his Panther career. Well, 14th touchdown of his Panther career. I think he's got a couple of receiving touchdowns too. He leads the Panthers with 6 touchdowns, tied with Andrew Dennison.
And you got to give that O-line, especially the left side of that O-line. They are really opening up some holes.
Kawhi Lima, number 14 with the kick. He pops it up in the air, taken at the 15-yard line. And Crispin returns it out to the 35-yard line.
Okay, so Holliston now, they got to, whatever you do, you can't leave those wide open spaces that you've been leaving in your defense. And like I say, one way to stop that obviously is to get up and press those receivers and stay right on them. Or if you want to play a zone, that's okay, but just make sure that the people who are playing the zone are in the right spots so you don't get beat.
Dwinell's to pass on first down, fires down the middle, knocked away by Brady Sweeney.
There's a flag on the play.
Interference against Holliston. Now James Givens that time came right up and he pressed his man, and his man was not open at all. So James knows now I can stick with him if I press against him, and give my defensive line and linebacker some time to get to Dwinell's. So the Clockers move into Panther territory on the penalty with the ball at the 49. Dwinell's looks like he's going to pass again.
Got him. Oh,
he dances away from a couple defenders. Turns into a scrum. No whistle. Boy, they wait a long time.
I tell you,
Well, the time that they're waiting, it just lets more and more players get involved with the scrum.
Yeah, and the other thing is, we got a timeout here?
We got a timeout, Ashland, with 1:42 to go in the first half. 20-6 Panthers. We'll be back in a sec. The timeout, it's 2nd down and 8 for the Clockers. Holliston looked like they had Dwinell's, but the pile went forward for a couple of yards.
Well, you got to give Dwinell's credit, too. He kept that pile going.
Dwinell's rolls out to pass on 2nd down. Here come the Panthers. Ooh. And the ball is knocked away from the Clocker receiver. Brady Sweeney's happy he got the hit right as the ball arrived.
So now 3rd down, 1:35 left to go in the first half.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 8.
Now this is a really big 3rd down because if Holliston can even prevent them from getting any yardage or get a loss of yardage, Ashland's probably going to have to punt because they certainly don't want to end up giving Holliston the ball out here. So this is a big play for both these teams.
Ashland is 4 of 7 on 3rd down tonight.
Dwinell's to pass. Here comes the rush. Drops it off to number 8. Crispin, but he is tackled right away for a loss. So Holliston snuffed out that play.
David Villa showed you exactly how to play
a screen. It looks like that he realized it was a screen pass. He didn't get blocked enough. He came back into his right spot, and when the ball got there, he was able to make that tackle one-on-one. Nicely done.
All it takes is one person to read a screen pass, and it can blow up that play.
Yeah, but you still got to make the tackle though.
And once again, Nick Larch had some excellent pressure on the quarterback on that screen pass.
He's just a half step away from getting his first sack or his second sack of the season. Well, Clockers take a timeout here with 39 seconds to go on 4th down and 11. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, 39 seconds left in the half. 4th down and 11 for the Clockers.
Ashland 0 for 1 on their only other 4th down attempt tonight.
Caveman in motion. Twinells rolls out. Here comes the Panther pressure. Long pass downfield. Incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what, they were lucky that was incomplete because that pass was thrown extremely well, and that receiver was out there behind the defenders. But it worked well. 30 seconds left. Holliston has the ball, and now they can take a few shots downfield.
So the Panthers will be 1st and 10 right at the, well, ball's a little bit in Clocker territory at the 49.5-yard line. You got half-yard lines on your computer, Los?
Half-yard lines. Millimeters.
Millimeters. Holliston breaks the huddle. Let's see what Coach Kiley has dialed up for his offense.
Watch Dennison deep.
Ashland safeties are back. Kiley rolls right. Fires. Complete to Dennison. Inbounds. Holliston offense is going to have to hustle. Clock stops as they move the chains with 21 seconds to go. Ball down to the 36-yard line. Kiley right again. Scrambles out of bounds.
Very, very wise right there to get out of bounds. I don't care who's open downfield. Get out of bounds. You got 11 seconds left. You can take 2 shots now. And if whoever catches the ball, you should really want to have them, because I think they might be, are they out of timeouts? I can't tell if they don't keep it up there.
2nd down and 8.
But if you have 1 timeout left, this is the time to go over the middle. A lot of times the guy to look for here is your tight end.
You only got 11 seconds.
Yes. Oh my God, you're right.
Kiley drops, fires deep. Knocked away by the Clocker defender.
Crispin.
Still 4 seconds left on the clock.
I think that's been Crispin over there really covering Sweeney one-on-one and really doing a pretty decent job.
Well, that throw was into double coverage.
Yeah. Well, the safety came over. But I've been kind of watching. I couldn't see who the number was, but it looks like it is Crispin who was over there playing the corner.
So this should be the last play of the half.
Hook and ladder.
We've seen that at the end of the half, haven't we? Kiley rolls left, buys some time, fires to the end zone, and knocked away, incomplete, and that'll do it. Holliston 20, Ashland Clockers 6, and we'll be back with second half action in just a few moments. Okay, and now Los with the halftime lowdown.
The score at halftime. Panthers with a 20-6 lead over the Clockers of Ashland. Some interesting stats here on the stat sheet. Panthers leading in total yardage 206 to 139. That's to 123 yards passing, 83 yards rushing for the Panthers, 105 yards passing, only 34 yards rushing for the Clockers. Panthers able to hold that vaunted Clocker rushing attack to only 34 yards in that first half. No fumbles for either team, pretty clean game in that regard. 3 tackles for loss by the Panthers, 1 by the Clockers, and penalties starting to become an issue for both teams, each of them with 3 penalties, 36 yards penalties for the Panthers, 28 for Ashland. Holliston quarterback TJ Kiley is 7 of 13 in the first half for 123 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Leading rusher for the Panthers is Devin Harding. He's got 69 yards on 8 carries, just an amazing first half for him. That includes 2 rushing touchdowns. Leading receiver for the Panthers is Andrew Dennison, 4 catches for 90 yards, including a 36-yard touchdown reception in the first half. For Ashland, quarterback Patrick Dwinnels is 7 of 17 for 105 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Their leading rusher is Jason Crispin. He's got 30 yards on 6 carries. Their leading receiver is Jake Caveney, Caveman. He's got 4 catches for 71 yards, including a, what it was is a 26-yard reception that he then fumbled. I didn't see who actually recovered the fumble in the end zone, but the Clockers did. And that was their only score of the first half. Defensively for the Panthers, Brady Sweeney and Owen Zakshevsky are leading all tacklers. They each have 3 registered tackles in the first half. Sweeney and Dennison with pass breakups as well. And then Zakshevsky and David Villa with big tackles for loss in the first half. For more stats and information on the Holliston Panthers, you can follow us on Twitter at EachCatFootball, and that's the lowdown.
Thank you, Los.
Well, okay, Los, one of the other things that you might not have mentioned is that Holliston offensive line, Tom, has really done a really nice job tonight.
What about the defensive line?
And the defensive,
Ashland comes in here averaging 265 yards a game.
Yep.
They have now rushed for 34.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing with speed. And you can get in there. You know, the power helps. Power's a big plus. But with that speed, you can beat the blocks, and you can beat the blocks. You can get those guys in the behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, would Coach McKay try 2 onside kicks in a row as we start the third quarter? They're coming in for a huddle, and they do try an onside kick, and it goes backwards.
Thank you.
So Holliston with excellent field position at the Clocker 39.
You know, I'm certainly not going to say anything about the coaching.
Dwinnels wants to keep it away from the Panthers, but you got to make it for 10 yards.
Well, and the other thing is too is you can't. I don't want to judge Coach McKay. I mean, he's a great coach. He does a lot of good stuff. But my only thing is, what's this saying to your football team? You know, we don't have a shot here. You know, we can't give them the ball again, or defense can't hold. Or what's it saying to your football team? And then you end up not working out. And now Holliston's got the ball at the 39.5-yard line here.
I mean, the Panthers scored their 3 drives of the second quarter, but boy, this one and the one before it, now you got a really short field.
Yeah, this is their best starting position of the night.
Yep, there you go, close. Yep.
So the Panthers 1st and 10 on the Clocker 39-yard line as we start the third quarter. Kiley goes to Dennison. He's wrapped up just as he crosses the line of scrimmage.
I've noticed now that both safeties, they have 2 safeties back there now for Ashland, and they're both playing really deep. And when they pull these linebackers into to blitz or whatever, it's that middle is really opening up big. That's like I keep going back to this, but that's where you can use your tight end.
2nd down and 10 for Holliston. Kiley to pass, looks left. Low pass is complete. Nice completion to Brady Sweeney, number 11. Is that his first catch? That's got to be his first catch.
Yeah, yep. Still not sure what happened.
That is his first catch, yes.
Still not sure what happened down there in the end zone on that.
I think
they were waving him off.
The attempt was good, and they took the penalty.
It had to have been.
Yeah, take the 2 points off the board.
This will be Devin. Now what's this?
Delay a game?
Some kind of substitution issue, maybe?
I don't think there's a flag. This might be a.
It is a flag.
Yeah.
There is? Where?
Yeah, the flag's down
It's
on the
way back in the
backfield.
defensive backfield.
Oh, okay. Oh, there it is, yeah.
Ref's going over to Coach McKay.
Backing up the clockers.
Substitution. Must be a substitution penalty.
You know what? I think it's a sideline warning.
Oh, they just gave him a warning? Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
but they also gave him 9 yards. Well, no, they didn't.
No penalty.
So
just a
third down
warning.
and 1, no penalty.
This should be the Devin Harding show right here.
Go a quick hitter to Harding, who spins off of a hit and gets the first down. Boy, we see him on these slow developing plays that he sort of slices through the line on when TJ Kiley turns his back to the line of scrimmage. But boy, on those quick hitters, he's gone.
Well, he's patient. He's patient. He waits for his blocking to develop. But once he sees this develop, he has that quick spark, that quick motion to get through the line. And once he gets through the line, especially in a situation like this where those linebackers are up, or you have 7 men up front, you get behind them, and it's, wide open territory.
75 yards for Devin Harding.
Yeah, so he's well over 1,000 for his career now.
1st and 10 from the 24, and we've got another flag.
This might be a snap infraction.
Yeah,
or something
this
like that.
looks like
Procedure penalty against Holliston.
Yeah.
They didn't move. Now they're moving the ball. So 1st and 15 for the Panthers from the 29-yard line now.
It's amazing. The clock's been running through this whole time. It's 10 minutes. 9:59 left in the third.
Kiley to Harding on the turnaround. Harding just tripped up as he crossed the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 14 for the Panthers.
The way Harding's been running tonight now, you can, even though it's 14 yards, you only have to get 5 or 6 yards here, and then you have a third and kind of shorter, and then get another 5 or 6 yards. It's your 4-down territory, so you got plenty of opportunity here.
Kiley to pass. Fires it down the middle, looking for Sweeney. He got a hand on it.
Oh, did he ever? I thought he had that.
He had a big Panther paw on it, but couldn't drag it in.
Crispin on the breakup there. He's had a couple of those tonight.
Yeah, Crispin, he's been kind of following Brady all around tonight. And honestly, he's done a good job. I mean, Brady's a heck of a receiver. And to hold him with 1 catch, that's pretty good.
So to bring up 3rd down and 14 for Holliston.
Neither team has gone to the war offense tonight. They both have it in there.
It's a war out there, but not war.
Yeah.
Not war formation. Three receivers to Kiley's left. He goes right to Harding.
Beautifully designed.
And Harding's up the sideline, cuts it back. Nice move. Touchdown, Panthers!
That was absolutely beautifully designed and absolutely extraordinarily executed. What a great job they did on that screen pass. It was absolutely fantastic. But they let the guys in, just that front 7. They let them come in, and they thought nothing was going on. And Kiley was able to hit Harding, and after that, it was Katie by the door.
Boy, didn't Harding pick his way through traffic?
that was just beautiful.
That
Absolutely.
was really a thing of beauty. Number 3 with the touchdown.
28-yard touchdown run from Devin Harding.
Yeah, put that on tape and give that to the kids. That was
that's
beautiful.
highlight reel material right there.
2-point conversion. Kylie goes to number 9 again. Make mine a number 9. That was the D'Angelo's advertisement. Joey Gentile with another 2-point conversion.
Joey Gentile, you know, his dad Joe was out here before the game. We have to come early to set up and all that stuff, you know. And I don't really set up, you know, these guys. Technical guys do
anything.
I don't do much of anything for the whole telecast, but we're out here with Joe.
You're the trophy color man.
I'm the trophy. So I'm your trophy color man. And Joe's out here, and and Joe and I are talking. We're both from Ashland, talking about this and that and everything else. And he's out here way before anybody else. So it's nice to see Joey get the 2 points here. He's had 4 points tonight, as a matter of fact. 8:50 left to go in the third quarter.
So 28-6 Panthers now on Devin Harding's 3rd touchdown in a row.
That was, like I said, that was just absolutely beautifully drawn up and executed. The line did their job, the blocking, and then once they got downfield, there was some good blocking. This is interesting. I like the way how they set the ball out on the tee here. They've set it kind of flat so we can kick it up in the air. See that?
And we've got a penalty,
yeah.
Procedure penalty.
Yeah, someone must have been offsides or something.
Yep.
They said procedure.
Coach is going to find out what. I mean, it's all I can think of with procedure is they had enough guys on either side of the ball there. The procedure must be someone must have been offsides.
Lima with a kick. Bounces at the 30.
Yeah, that's that watermelon kick. You know, you put the ball down there and the ball's nice and long, and you kick it up in the air. And you know, Tom, better than anybody, the ball's not round.
It's not round.
And so when the ball comes, you go to catch it. It's an unnatural thing when it comes down. It's not coming down straight. It's coming down horizontal instead of vertical. I guess I don't know what you say it.
Oblong.
Which is why I'm only the trophy guy here. But yeah, so it's a little different to handle. They've had sometimes you get a little interesting handling of the ball, and maybe somebody drops it and you get the ball back.
So it's a 3-score game for Ashland, and they go to the ground again on first down.
Beautiful, just beautiful.
And Caveman gets buried.
Well, they got that figured out.
Number 9, Joey Gentile.
They got that figured out, Tom, and what they're doing, as we thought they would do, is now they're using their speed, and they're getting to the ball carrier just as the ball carrier is getting the ball, and there's no way you're going to be able to block for that. If they can continue to get by that first line of the first offensive lineman, it's over. Holliston's going to make the tackle.
Cooper Olson, one of the first to get into the bottom of that pile as well.
Loss of 2 on the play, loss of 3, it'll be 2nd and 13.
See, now you see Givens up here. He's going to press this receiver.
Dwinells hands it off to Caveman, who tries to sweep the right side. And he runs right into Brady Sweeney and friends out there. Holliston Speed gets out to the perimeter.
Yeah. Well, he may be the caveman, but we invented the wheels. And we're getting out there and making those tackles now. By the way, for those who don't know, the reason Tom keeps calling him Caveman is that his nickname, and they keep announcing it every time he carries the ball from the
and
press
I can't
box.
say his last name.
Yeah, that's the other reason. We're nothing if we're not honest, folks. Clock running, 7:20 left to go in the third.
So gain of 2, it'll be 3rd and 11. Probably a passing down for Dwinells. And he takes a short drop. And it comes up short as it was intended for Caveman as he was crossing the formation.
A little Patrick Mahomes-esque there. He came up to the line of scrimmage and he kind of tried to do a little jump pass to evade the tackle.
What a pass he made last week.
Oh my God, that was
the dipsy-do
beautiful.
stop over my shoulder.
Yep. Yep.
He's playing chess and the rest of those guys are playing checkers.
Chinese checkers.
David Villa with some pressure on that last play.
Low snap.
Ooh, wow.
Lima
Better watch
and
out.
Dennison are going to get back. The ball comes to the rest at the 31-yard line. So 6:53 to go in the third quarter, 28-6, Panthers lead.
Let's see what Coach Kiley does here. You know, a lot of times you get a situation like this, you want to get that ball a little bit downfield kind of quickly, and that's sometimes where you come out there and you throw the bomb right here, you know. And other times you look at Devin Harding and you say, hey, you're going to pick up 15 or 20 yards every time I give him the ball. So Coach Kiley's got a lot of options here. One high safety now by Ashland.
Kiley to Harding. But he's wrapped up by the Clockers. And there's
That's
a flag
gonna be
on a late hit.
Yeah, boy, oh
Unnecessary
boy.
roughness there.
That's going to be 15 yards against
Yeah.
Ashland. And
It's just a frustration penalty.
I'll tell you what, though, the coaching staff saw that. I thought Coach Perry was going to get out there in the field and do something. CJ Pacheco comes in.
It's time to go to war.
Yep.
Oh, Pacheco.
Yeah, I think you're right, Carlos. I think that's a little bit of frustration
Comes in at the tailback spot.
A little bit of frustration kind of coming through here.
Brings it all the way out to the Panther 49. So first down for Holliston. Kiley goes deep to Sweeney.
Ooh.
Incomplete. That was almost picked off.
That was
Good
great.
coverage by the
Great,
Clockers.
absolutely great coverage by
Yeah,
the Clockers.
that was number 13, David Sales.
I like that though. I like that. You got to keep going. You got to keep pressing, and keep trying to do as much as you can to get this another score here. We're only 3 possession games. Still 6:25 left to go in the third. There's a long way to go in this game, and you want to keep the pressure on Ashland.
Dennison and Sweeney to the right.
Yeah. Now this is a problem for them with both of them. on the
Kiley
right.
looks right, throws it to Brady Sweeney on the slant play. Breaking tackles all over the field. Finally, they converge on him as he crosses the 15. Talk about shaking the hips. He looked like Steve Belichick, Bill Belichick's father, the Lions.
I will tell you this. I don't know where he's going to school, but he's going to want to use that film, that little piece of film right there to show the coaches.
That was a little slant play,
Yeah.
little 5-yard pass that he turned into a 30-yard gain.
And that's what he can do, and he's so explosive. You can just give him the ball and let him go, make him get those yards after catch there.
37-yard reception for Brady Sweeney.
First and 10 from the 14-yard line. Handoff to Harding. Harding keeps his feet inside the 10, inside the 5. It's going to be close to a first down.
And I'll tell you what, give T.J. Kiley a lot of credit on that. That ball was kind of bobbled, went down to his feet, and he was able to pick it up and get it to Harding in time for him to.
It was one of those quick hitter plays too.
Yeah.
You don't have
didn't
a lot of time.
Right, it wasn't a play that was taking a long time to develop.
Good connection between him and Harding. So second down and 1 from the 6. Clock running with 4:57 to go here in the third quarter. Kiley to pass, looks right, looks left, now scrambles. Fires it, Looking for his safety valve, Harding, just off his hand.
Yeah, that was something. When I saw him throw the ball, I was thinking, where's he throwing it? And there's Harding right there. Nicely played by TJ.
So it'll be 3rd down and 1.
Panthers are 3 for 6 on 3rd down tonight. Good for 50%.
Yeah, here comes War.
Here comes the War offense. So Nick Larch, number 12, comes out for quarterback. Number 15, Kevin Sahagan at the fullback spot. CJ Pacheco, number 44, is on the right wing. Devin Harding's on the left wing. They go to Harding. Gets caught up in a crowd, can't spin out of it.
You know, when Medfield first showed this years and years ago, and then, you know, Holliston kind of picked it up from Medfield, they were 2 teams that ran it, and nobody really, you know, knew how to defend it or anything. Today, a lot of the teams run it, so a lot of teams are practicing it. Their defense practice it against their first team offense when they do it. And Ashland does have this, so that's why sometimes it doesn't look quite as easy as it used to.
Holliston goes back to its spread offense. Kiley looks across the middle. Number 11, touchdown!
That's too easy.
Brady Sweeney.
Brady Sweeney on crossing patterns is just really unfair, you know. And if there's nobody else in between TJ and Brady Sweeney, once TJ gets a space to open it up there, Brady Sweeney's just going to beat anybody across the field. There's just no doubt about it. And he's so big that you know, the quarterbacks like to see those big receivers down near the end zone, because if the quarterback makes a little mistake, they can make up for it.
Snaps down, McElliott with the kick, and it is good. So with 3:56 to go in the 3rd quarter, the Panthers are on the board again, 35-6 over the Clockers.
Well, another nice drive by Holliston.
That's 31 for, that's the 3rd touchdown pass of the night for TJ Kiley. His 11th of the season, 31 on his career. And for Brady Sweeney, that's his 3rd touchdown of the season, 13th of his career.
You know, we were talking before the game time, you brought up a great point that, you know, TJ has quite a few yards passing, but
coming into this game, Brady Sweeney's got 1,105 yards for his career, 4th all-time, just past Dan Barone and Topher Ryan on the all-time Panther list. And TJ Kiley moved up to 5th place with 2,659 yards, passing Doug Carroll and Tyler Perino. But if you do the math, it's 41% of his TJ's passes have been to Brady Sweeney.
Fumble.
Oh, fumble. 41% of his passing yards.
Yeah.
So that 13-11 combination has been clicking for 2 years.
It's a great pitch and catch combination. I'll tell you that, you know, and there's a lot more games for them to play too. So that's going to just keep going up and up and up. Although the way Andrew Dennison's been playing, he's cutting into that a little bit, I think.
Yes. So Ashland's backed up to their 22-yard line after the kick.
Yeah, and now, like I told you earlier, this is where you're at that point with this many possessions and this little time where Ashland's out of their game. You know, they're not going to be able to run the ball, so you force them out of their game defensively.
And they hand off to number 8, and he is piled up. And they shouldn't. It becomes dangerous when you get so many players rushing into the pile like that. Clearly his forward momentum is stopped.
And what happens is kind of like a reverse of those roll-ups you see when guys go roll. Because if guys are pushing and somebody comes in and hits them from behind, like the old clip, remember the old clip?
Right.
Yeah, if someone hits them from behind, it's a very dangerous thing. You know, I know in other levels they told them to kind of stop that. Don't allow that too long. And the other thing is, you've stopped his progress. It should be the end of it.
2nd down and 10. Dwinells looks left, looks right, goes deep. Overthrows the receiver. That was into double coverage with Larch and Dennison back there.
Well, it's really a good thing that was overthrown. I'm not sure if it was on purpose or not, but if it was a smart play because that ball would have only been caught by a Holliston defensive back.
Clockers are 4 of 9 on 3rd down tonight.
Well, they're really one-dimensional right now, as they've had, I guess they've had success. They've had more success at the passing game tonight than they've had any game this season.
Yep, but it's not who you are. You know, you can have some successes here and some successes there, but it's not who you are. It's not what you feel comfortable doing. You know,
that play didn't get going.
You know, those linemen. You got the big lineman.
Timeout by the Clockers.
We'll
so
take
with
a timeout.
2:59 to go, we'll take a break as well. All right, third down and 10 for the Clockers.
Just kind of finish the thought we were talking about there for a minute is that, you know, you got that big offensive line, and that's really good. If you get a lead, you can use your running game, and you can eat that clock up. But if you don't get a lead and you got a fast defense on the other side of the ball, it gets tougher and tougher for them to do pass blocking, and these guys will beat them on a pass block. They can do a lot of tricks and beat them.
New quarterback, number 4. So McEllie hands it off to Dwinells, and he completes the pass to number 10. So a little bit of a trick play there. As they put Antonuk in at the quarterback spot and stuck Dwinells at the tailback to the side, handing off to him. So it's sort of a halfback pass.
You know, I saw Ashland against Wayland. One thing they do, they have this offense where they can get to they're not doing it right this minute, where they get to the line really quickly and run plays. And a lot of times they were doing that out of their version of the war. I saw them do it 6 or 7 times, and they were really did it well.
Dwinells, quick.
Intercept. Oh.
A little fastball there, but Nick Larch stepped in front of it and got a hand on it. Second down and 10 for the Clockers.
2:17 left to go in the third. One of the things, you know, all these public high school coaches, you got to play with the hand that you're dealt. So you got to be able to have offenses and defensive that change year to year based on who you have in there. Some of you have big kids, some of you have fast kids, some of you have both. You know, so they've got to be able to do a lot of different things. And that's one thing that Coach Kiley's been very successful with over these last 20 years or so.
Second and 10 for Ashland at near midfield. Dwinells rolls right, chased out of the pocket, dumps it into the Clocker bench. One of the coaches flips it over the ref's head. So it'll be third down and 10 on the incompletion. Clock stop with 2:09 to go in the third quarter.
Just a reminder, next week we're playing Norwood on Thursday night at Comedian Field, Thursday night at 7 o'clock. So if you can get there, get out and see this team. It's a really exciting team. You know, they were looking for Ashland this year because of the double overtime loss, but I think they have a little something put in the back of their mind about Norwood last year too.
Dwinells, the pass, steps up in the pocket to scramble, and he's out near the first down.
Got it.
Well, must be how he picked up a number of his rushing yards this season. That's the first time we've really seen him escape from the pocket. We got a player down, so we'll take a quick break. All right, first down and 10 for the Clockers. David Villa was okay.
That's good. You know, David Villa's played a heck of a ball game tonight. He's always out there, you know, doing a great job in the defensive line.
War offense for Dwinells and the Clockers. Dwinells on a turnaround.
He did that a lot. And this is where, like I said, they were getting to the line really quickly and running those plays really quickly. Now they're not doing that here, but, you know, and when they did, Dwinells ran that thing that Holliston runs all the time down near the goal line where the quarterback turns and then runs it in himself.
Well, usually just quarterback sneak.
Yeah, or whatever. That's kind of what he did quite a bit of.
Second down and 9. Going to go to Crispin off the right wing. He's still going. Gets thrown down.
Pierce-Alachi.
That was Grant Harper, number 56. So a couple of yard gain. It'd be 3rd down and 6.
Clock running, 34 seconds left to go in the 3rd.
The Clockers try the war offense down by a number of scores. Turnaround by Dwinells. He falls forward. That's going to bring up a 4th down and
about 4.
maybe 3.
And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter.
That was the last play of the 3rd quarter. Panthers 35, Clockers 6. We'll be back with 4th quarter action in just a moment. All right, 12 minutes on the clock. We're ready to start the 4th quarter. 4th down and 4 for Ashland. They go into a spread formation. Dwinells to pass, looking for the quarterback draw. And he's going to be close.
It's all going to depend on the spot.
Looks like
no indication from the referee.
Looks like he didn't get it according to the stakes out here.
And 1st down for the Panthers as they hold on 4th and 4. So a good stop by the Panther D. Put the clamps on Dwinells.
Oh, they want to measure.
Now they want to measure.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I would definitely
wait
do that.
a second. He already signaled 1st down Holliston.
Yeah, that's all right. I don't blame him. I would do this.
The referee calling for it after he's already signaled?
The only thing is, where the ball's sitting, from here it looks like it's almost right on that, is it the, what is that, the 30-yard line?
Yeah.
25-yard line. So you should be able to tell pretty easily based on where the line is. I mean, if that line's straight, then obviously he didn't make it.
Well, we get the chain gang out there.
This may be a way to get his team a little rest, too.
So you think that Coach McKay called for it?
Yeah.
And it is short by a yard. So it will be 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
$11:52 left to go in this ball game. You know what's interesting? If Holliston had gone for 2 instead of 1 after their last touchdown, and if they made it, this would be running time.
And then this is going to be the war offense for the Panthers. So as if these two teams need to be in little closer proximity.
Yeah.
Pitch to Pacheco. Oh, Dennison.
I think that's Harding.
Harding.
Yep.
Devin Harding there. Nice gain, though.
This is where, in the middle, they're built. Ashland is really built to defend in the middle, but to be able to go to the outside, if you can get outside, a run to the outside, I think you're going to make a lot of yardage.
So Cooper Olson is on the left wing, and Devin Harding is on the right. They go to fake to Harding. And the turnaround spin by Nick Larch doesn't go anywhere. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. This time they go to Olson, number 4. And a flag, couple of flags.
Wow, I guess, huh?
Long tosses. How many yards on that pass?
That was a nice, what a 15
yards, yeah.
You know, sometimes you see the ref just sort of drop it out of his pocket.
Well, you know, they want to.
Like, where is it?
They want to show their athletic
this is
prowess.
like fireworks.
So Holliston will go back to the spread offense here with a 3rd and, let's see, from the spot of the foul. So it shouldn't be too bad. 3rd and 10. Oh, that's not bad at all. Clock running. 10 left to go in the ball game.
So 3rd and 10 for Holliston. Kylie looks right. Incomplete. Another flag.
Intentional grounding.
So that'll back up the Panthers even farther on 4th down. So 2nd punt of the night for the Panthers. Caveman drops back to the midfield area. Kylie's punt's going to bounce at the 40.
Nice job.
Takes a Panther roll.
Keeps going.
Wow, nicely done.
All the way to the Clocker 48-yard line. 9:35 to go in the game. Panthers up 35-6. Well, the Clockers knew that they were going to be chasing tonight, especially when they went for 2 onside kicks. But that really seemed to doom their fate tonight.
Yeah, well, you know, that's a situation. You better recover it, because if you don't recover it, it's just not worth it, you know. You just give Holliston that short field. They do not need a short field to score.
Brunels to Crispin.
Ooh, nice tackle.
Nice hit.
Biedenkopf.
Badenkoff, number 33, with the stop. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that was a beautiful hit by Badenkoff. Well, 9 minutes left. You can kind of open up your defense and just throw whatever you want at them right here.
Brunels pitches it to number 7.
I think
Liam Fleming.
I think that's the first time we've seen him directly under center for in the spread offense.
Great.
Joey Gentile with a nice tackle there. Only
Joey.
1 yard on the game.
Joey Gentile had himself a night.
Gentile came into this game leading the Panthers in tackles.
Well, he's another one like Nick Lodge there. You know, those guys, those front guys, take out so many of those offensive linemen that those guys are free. And again, just tremendous speed coming around those corners. They can make a lot of sacks, make a lot of tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 7 for Ashland. Brunels to pass. He rolls out, flips the ball in Brady Sweeney's direction. He is covering his man closely. Incomplete.
See, now that one, I do think Brunels threw that away on purpose, because if he threw that to his receiver, Brady was going to get that. Brady, you know, going after those 50-50 balls, he's just amazing. You know, he can get up so high, and that they talk about that catch radius, you know, with a guy so high and his shoulders are up there and his arms get up there and everything. And he's got one of those. He's a big tall receiver.
Clockers are 0 for 3 on 4th down tonight.
4th and 7 for Ashland. Dwinell's on the halfback pass. Throws back to the quarterback.
Nicely played.
And he catches it.
Nicely played.
A little bit of a trick play by the Clockers.
It's trick play, but it was a good thing it was, because if he waited another half a second, there were 3 Holliston defenders. See, this is where I talk to you. They can get up to the line really quickly.
Dwinell's to the right sideline. Incomplete, knocked away. That was James Gibbons got his hand in there.
He showed a nice job covering. And again, I didn't see on that particular play, but when he was over on this side of the field, I saw him pressing the receiver. And I just absolutely love that when these guys do that. It just makes it so easy for the front 7 to go in and get a sack. 7:25 left to go and ball game.
Dwinell's takes it himself.
This is that offense, I talked about if they had the lead, Ashland had the lead, they could take this and just drive the ball and work the clock. But when you get behind, it's just, if you're not able to come out and really pass really well, you're going to be in trouble. This is a good Ashland team. It's coming in 3-1. This is the 4th time that Holliston has had a real large margin of victory. Of course, the Milton game worked the other way around, but I mean, all these other games, Holliston has really had a big margin of victory.
Right. 3rd and 6 for the Clockers. Dwinell's going to take it himself again. Giant pile up, picked up a couple of yards. 4th down and 2, call it.
See how Holliston plays this.
I think Dwinell's takes it again.
Yeah, I mean, that's been the play that's worked for them tonight.
Clockers are 1 for 4 on 4th down.
No, Dwinell's looks right. And behind Fleming, incomplete. So they turn it over on downs.
He had
how many times tonight? How many times on 4th down they didn't make it?
They were 1 for 5 on 4th down tonight.
So 4 times they didn't make it.
4 times.
In that time, what happened, Dwinell's, he looked a little uncomfortable going backwards, stepping back to throw the ball as opposed to coming around the corner or going laterally. When he was going back, he looked like he was a little uncomfortable throwing it off that back foot of his. 5:47 left to go in the game.
So the War offense comes out again.
Panthers with 309 yards of offense so far tonight. Ashland, on the other hand, 215.
They go to Pacheco, and he is wrapped up right away.
So Holliston will probably try and eat up as much of a 40 seconds on each of these plays as possible. There's 5:25 left to go in the game.
Blake Harper, number 84, comes in at tight end. Pitch again to Pacheco.
Ashland does a good job filling the holes. That's why, when they're playing that 3-4, they're able to get their linebackers to the outside a little bit and kind of contain And that kind of helps here. I mean, you know, normally if you see this offense, Tom, you want to go into either a 4 or 5, sometimes a 5-man line, play the gaps, and keep the contain, and you know it's in there. But if you can get outside around the corner, you know, you got a lot of yardage to go on. What they're doing is they're playing their safeties back deep because they know that you can also pass out of this offense.
Ian Fleming with that last tackle, or Liam Fleming, excuse me. He's had a great.
James Bond.
Yeah.
007 out there.
That was his 8th tackle of the night.
Yeah, he's a good ball player. He's like the captain of the team, and you know, a good running back. And he also writes good books.
4th down for the Panthers.
Clock's still running. It'll be 3:50 right now left to go in the ball game. Oh boy.
High snap for Kiley. And he downs it at the 2-yard line.
Well, suffice to say, this will be Ashland's best starting field position of the night.
He's not the best stats man in the world for nothing, folks. But you know, it's funny, the game of football, I mean, if this was a close game, that would have been an incredibly bad play, obviously.
Right.
I mean, you know, it would have put him in a tough position here.
Dwinells turns around.
He's in.
Oh, Crispin with the handoff. So number 8 with the touchdown. Extra point is up and
good.
No good.
No good. Oh, wow. That looked perfect from here.
Who do they think they have? Jay Wyman out there?
There goes my striped shirt. Actually, the way I can see, no, let it go. Never mind. 3:23 left to go in the ball game. Tom's a big win for Holliston, obviously, you know, in the Tri-Valley League, you know, and
Well,
you know,
Ashland's had Holliston's number the last 3 years running.
Yeah, and it's a type of two out of the three. Yeah.
But they tied for the TVL.
Yep.
Or own the TVL each of the last 3 years.
It's a good program, and you know, Coach McKay's going to be given a lot of credit for it. I personally know that Coach McKay is very, very well thought of in school, and the kids really love playing for him, and that's what you need to have, and that's how you build a program. You know, he gets the kids involved, he gets the kids excited about it. They go to the Super Bowl, they win the Super Bowl. You know, these things get people. They had the flag football kids out here today, and the field was full of all of them. So he's done a good job, and it's good to see because
it's a big game, Holliston.
It is, and it's turning into a bigger game every year, and it really makes the TVL a lot of fun.
This rivalry goes all the way back to 1896.
It does.
These two teams faced. Dennison on the return. Andrew Dennison gets it across the 35 to the 37. So this win will push Holliston to a 36-27 advantage in the rivalry.
Well, you can thank me for one of those. Well, it was a one-on-one career right here with them, but 1967, fall of 67.
You didn't lose the game for the
I did not lose the game, no, I didn't
You were
lose the
just
game.
on a losing team,
Yeah,
that's all.
yeah.
If there had been 11 Wymans out there,
It could have been a horror show.
Holliston would have had its hands full.
We came out there, you know, and And Holliston comes out back then, and they dressed everybody. And it seemed like I thought we were playing the Nebraska Cornhuskers or something. They have all their red uniforms. And
another flag.
They come out with all kinds of guys. We ended up losing 8-2 over in Holliston.
Did they have a forward pass in that back then in that game?
They had just come out with a forward pass.
8-2.
You all know Carlos. Carlos, my ex-son-in-law.
They had those lucite face masks.
They did. You know what they did? And I will tell you, I think I might have even been Holliston one year in JV. It was wicked cold, and somebody, one of the kids on our team, had his face mask broken and came right into his face.
Wow.
Those are dangerous, those things.
Watch to Olson.
Yeah,
Olson
nice
all
job.
the way down to the 45-yard line and a big gain. Cooper Olson, number 4, first down Panthers.
So Coach Kiley and his squad now have a 6-day rest. And again, once again, remember that the game next week is Thursday at 7 o'clock. Please be at the stadium. If you can't be down there, then turn us on, and we'd love to entertain you, especially those people who live far away. But coming out of here tonight, that's going to be another big one. They got them, and then Medfield, and then Hopkinton, and they win all 3. And depending how Westwood does, the TVL title could be at stake.
Here they pitch to Aiden Ibbotson.
Yeah, this is coming back again. Holding Holliston. Well, we got a minute here, Tom. We got a whole new crew here tonight. All kinds of people doing all different stuff. We got Don Cronin on the big camera out there, doing a great job. Thank you, Don.
And Van Driver.
And Van Driver. And our own Thomas Harmon, not the other one. It's our Thomas Harmon. El Tomaso as his name is. And, of course, Carlos and you and myself. So we want to thank all the viewers who are out there watching tonight.
Really is a Panther nation when you look at all the people that tune in. Such a great thing that HCAT brings these games to you live.
New quarterback in.
Pitches to number 30. Send me scrambling.
Jack McElligott.
Jack McElligott, number 30, the place kicker.
And that was Joe Tomaselli at quarterback.
And Joe Thomas, wow.
Clock running, 1:20 left to go in the game.
2nd and 9. Pitches to Ibbotson. Ibbotson just slices his way through the clockers.
Got a couple,
close to a first down.
Couple good blocks there, and then he was able to break a couple tackles. Red Sea getting involved over here. I love that. You know, Ashland has their whiteout and Holliston has their Red Sea. And
inside handoff.
Kevin Sahajian.
Sahajian with the run.
You know,
first down for the Holliston Panthers.
You know, you look at this. That'll be the last play.
That should do it.
But you know, Tom, you look at these guys.
36 seconds to go.
These guys out on the field here tonight. This is next year's team. They got a lot of talent coming back next year.
One season at a time, Jay.
Yeah. Well,
it is exciting to see these young guys out here. And another flag flies. Yeah. With 5 seconds to go.
They're going to wind the clock and end it.
And that'll do it. Panthers 35, Clockers 12. 3 touchdown passes by TJ Kiley and 3 touchdowns by Devin Harding. Panthers just overwhelmed the Clockers.
Great ball game by Holliston. They did a really nice job. You come in here, we kind of didn't know what to expect. You know, we knew Holliston had the speed, we knew Ashland had the size, and except for a few scrums here or there, Holliston really did a nice job of holding Ashland defensively.
Andrew Dennison with a touchdown and 2 touchdowns. No, 1 touchdown to Brady Sweeney. And now Los with the final lowdown.
All right, thanks, Tom. The final score from William L. Kunis Field in Ashland, Massachusetts. The Panthers exact revenge on the Clockers and come away with a 35-12 win tonight. Where do you start? How about with total yards, 319 for the Panthers, 217 for the Clockers. So Holliston outgaining Ashland by more than 100 yards in total offense. 175 for Holliston, 175 yards passing for Holliston, 144 yards rushing, 151 yards passing, 66 yards rushing for the Clockers. So Ashland coming in averaging over couple hundred yards rushing per game and only held to 66 for the entire evening. So a great job by that Holliston front line. Some other stats here. Third downs, Panthers went 4 for 10 on third down. The Clockers went 6 for 14 on third down. And then in terms of fourth downs, Panthers very good on fourth down. They were 2 for 3. Conversely, the Clockers only 1 for 5 on fourth down. Quarterback TJ Kiley for Holliston was 10 of 20 for 175 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Very good game from the Panther quarterback. What can you say about Devin Harding? 121 total yards of rushing offense on 16 carries, 3 touchdowns. Went with another 18 yards receiving on 2 catches for Devin Harding. Clearly the offensive player of the game tonight. Other contributors for the Panthers, Brady Sweeney had a great game receiving. He had 3 catches for 52 yards, including a touchdown. Andrew Dennison, 4 catches for 90 yards and a touchdown. And then defensively for the Panthers, great game by Brady Sweeney. He led all tacklers tonight with 5. He also had a big pass breakup in the game to go along with those tackles. Owen Zakshevsky with 3 tackles. He also had 2 tackles for loss. Cooper Olson and Joey Gentile also with 2 tackles and tackle for loss as well. And we also had pass breakups from Andrew Dennison, Nick Larch, and James Givens. For the Clockers of Ashland, quarterback Patrick Dwinnells was 9 of 26 for 151 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Their leading rusher was Jason Crispin. He had 36 yards. Patrick Dwinnells also adding on 32 yards carrying the ball. And then their leading receiver, the caveman, Jack Caveney, he had 4 catches for 71 yards and a touchdown. For more stats and information on the Holliston Panthers, you can follow us on Twitter at HCatFootball, and that's the lowdown.
Thank you, Los, for Don, Tom, Los, and Jay. Final score tonight from Ashland, Holliston 35, Ashland 12. One last reminder, Thursday night at Comedian Field at 7 o'clock. That's the game against Norwood. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.